All right, let's dive into something we all think we know inside and out, the idea of hard work. We're going to peel back the layers on this one to see what's really at the core of it. So, when I say the words hard work, what's the first image that pops into your head? Seriously, just take a second. What do you see? Is it someone grinding away, maybe sweating to hit a deadline? Or maybe an athlete totally exhausted, but crossing that finish line? For most of us, that image is probably something epic, something straight out of a movie, right? It's the training montage with a killer soundtrack, or it's the all-nighter with tons of coffee that ends in this huge dramatic success. It's loud, it's very visible, and yeah, it always gets celebrated. And that version, that cinematic idea of hard work, let's call that the hard work we see. It's the popular story, the one that gets all the likes and all the attention, but as we're about to find out, it's really only half the story. I mean, just think about it. Our culture absolutely glorifies these peak moments. We celebrate the game-winning shot, not the thousands of practice shots in a totally empty gym. We see the big promotion, not the hundreds of quiet mornings spent just preparing. We've been taught to connect hard work with these big, visible, applauded results. But what if the most important, the most powerful kind of hard work is actually the exact opposite of that? What if it's quiet, unseen, and honestly completely unglamorous? Let's talk about the work no one ever sees. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Just let this sink in for a moment. Hard work is showing up even when motivation is low. Wow, that one sentence just changes the whole game. It's not about feeling pumped up or inspired. It's about doing the thing even when you feel anything but. So what we're really doing here is shifting our focus. We're moving away from those short, heroic, intense bursts, and we're moving towards the steady, day in, day out rhythm of consistency. It's less about that one-time sprint and way more about the daily walk, no matter what the weather looks like outside. And this brings us to an idea that might sound a little weird at first. Let's call it the power of boring. Because true, long-lasting hard work, it's not found in those dramatic, exciting moments. Nope. It's found in the mundane, everyday actions that we choose to take again and again. So what do these foundational basics actually look like? Well, we're talking about things like getting to sleep on time, saving just a little bit of money from each paycheck, practicing a new skill for just 15 minutes a day. None of this is exciting, right? No one's going to throw you a parade for getting 8 hours of sleep. But these things, they are the absolute bedrock of discipline. And here's maybe the most critical part of all of this. This kind of work is not a performance. There is no audience. It's a private promise, an agreement you make with yourself when nobody is watching and nobody would even know if you decided not to do it. So let's just put these two ideas right next to each other. The myth says that hard work is all about motivation, that it's done for applause, and that it's all about some external result. But the reality? The reality shows us that true hard work is fueled by internal discipline. It's performed in private, and it results in something way, way deeper. Okay, so if the reward isn't the fame, or the applause, or some shiny trophy, then what is it? What's the ultimate payoff for all of this quiet, consistent, kind of boring work? The ultimate reward is self-respect. And I don't just mean, feeling good about yourself. I'm talking about a deep, evidence-based belief that you are someone who can be trusted. And why? Because you've proven it to yourself time and time again with your own actions. Think of it this way. Every single time you do that boring thing you said you were going to do, go to bed on time, save that bit of cash, practice that skill, you are gathering evidence. You're building a case, and you are the star witness. A case that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can count on you. So what does all this lead to? What are we building here, brick by boring brick? It leads to the construction of something incredibly powerful, something nobody can ever, ever take away from you. Unshakable self-trust. And this is really what it all boils down to. External validation, the applause, it's fickle. It comes and goes. But that internal foundation that you build through quiet, consistent action, that is permanent. That's the bedrock that any real, lasting success is built on. So I'll just leave you with this one very personal question to think about. Forget the grand gestures for a second. What is one small, simple, maybe even boring thing you can do today just to prove to yourself that you're someone who shows up?